Hello, everybody. Welcome to the TV1 Connect Tech Studio. I'm here with Darren Gaffey, who's wow, you're trying to get your new titles, Global Product Director. Yeah, so congrats on the promotion,
Thank you.
Darren. And for the next hour, we are going to be talking about what we're going to get up to at ISE. And there's tons of optimism here. We've got some brand new senior appointments in the company. We've got a bunch of solutions. And overall, we got a new vision, and we're going to talk about that today. My name's Mark Trevino. I'll introduce you to the rest of the team in a second. During this call, if you want to ask any questions, you can email it into that address and marketing@tv1.com. You can also comment in the stream. If you're watching this after the event, you can put comments in, and we'll try to get as many as we can. If we get time at the end of the call, we'll maybe select a couple of questions to go through. So that's us for the next hour. So sit down and enjoy the show. These are the presenters. So in a minute, I'm going to bring John Hubery in. As you know already, I've got Darren here ready as well. Nick Spencer will be joining from Chicago. David Renard, our Chief Technology Officer, he's going to join us. Got a brilliant guest, Christopher Backhouse from Vanguard LED Europa. And then finally, Alex Jerome, who's director, he'll be taking us home. So let's welcome the first guest. Hey, John, how are you?
Hey, Mark, how are you doing?
Yeah, all right. Where are you today? Somewhere exciting?
I'm just at home today. Just at home.
Okay. Well, welcome and thanks and congrats on your promotion as well. Exciting news. You're now EU sales leader. So I guess ISE is your show, yeah? So
it's
ISE
our
next
show.
week is your show. You'll be leading. Well, let's have a look. So first of all, it's a bit of a busy slide, but it's got our full team up. Just wonder if you could take us through some of the people who are going to be there, and above all, I haven't put the whole team here because we can't fit everybody on one slide anymore. But is who you can work with and who can give you the best demo, the best information.
Well, obviously, we're taking quite a team to ISE with us because of what we've got going on this year. But yes, to start with, in the sales side of things. So if you've got any questions, want any demos of any products, want to know more about how you can buy our products or how you can learn about specifying and putting them into projects, then we have got the sales team. So we've got some familiar faces, some new faces going to be with us this year. So some of the shall we say the longest statesmen of the company, we've got Alan and Tom with us. So Alan is primarily responsible for the UK and Benelux for TV1 products. So if you're in any of those regions, want any questions with them, you can contact him. We've also got Tom Etra. Tom's again looks after the UK, Ireland, Middle East, parts of Europe, but primarily for the Green Hippo side of things. And then we've got Evzen and Olivier, who are based mainly in Europe, and they look after different regions, but they look after both products. So they look after TV1 and Green Hippo for us. We've also joining for the first time this year by Amit. Amit is our Indian sales rep, so he will be here all the way over from Mumbai. So he'll be there to talk with all of his customers that are coming over and excited to see new products. We're also going to be joined by Mitch Rosenberg from the States. He's one of our business development and special account managers, but he's primarily responsible for lots of things in the US. But again, if you've got any special projects or looking at some other kind of special developments, business developments, then Mitch will be there to help as well. But there is a very new face on this list as well, and this is Oliver or Ollie. He's only just joined us, and he will be there for the first time within his first few days of being with the company. And he's going to be looking after primarily Germany, Austria, and Switzerland. So he will be with us, but he is very new. So please be gentle with him, as in it will be his first few days of being with TV1. We're also going to have a bit of our product team. So as you've already introduced, we'll have Darren with us and Soumya, who are looking after the signal processing side of things. So primarily looking after the Calico range of products. And then for the Green Hippo media side of things, we've got both Nick Spencer and Zep Morris with us. The marketing team that we've got with us, we've got both yourself, Mark, and we have got Alex with us as well. So Alex is our global head of marketing. So he'll be joining us for the show as well. And finally, from the executive team, we will have Andy Fliss, who is the president of the company, and David Renaga, our chief technical officer. So he'll be there as well. So if you've got any of those questions for those guys, feel free to grab hold of them and have a chat. But you don't have to find anyone specific. If anybody's free, please just grab us. We're more than happy to talk about anything, anybody, and any products that you need to learn anything about. So we'll all be there to help you in any way that we can.
Awesome. Particularly looking forward to meeting Ollie, actually, because he's the newest member of the team, and looking forward to having we've kind of got a full sales team now, so it's proper exciting.
Absolutely.
I remember when I told you we were doing this presentation to start with, you were like super excited about kind of the new product developments, and it came thick and fast to us internally last year. And I thought we'd just touch off. Don't steal Darren's thunder too much. But we've got like a bunch of new exciting things on signal processing and also media. So let's start off with signal processing. What's exciting you?
Well, this has been coming for, and we've known internally that these products have been coming for a while. And this show really is announcing their arrival properly in the world. With the Calico Pro it was launched at the beginning of last year. This is the 2RU version, and we started shipping it in September. And it's had some fantastic feedback. But we're following that up with its debut this year of the 1RU version. So I won't go into the details of it, but I'll leave that to Darren in a little bit. But it's coming with some fantastic new features. We're also potentially looking at demonstrating an app that's being developed for it as well. But I'm so excited to see this product. I think it will really offer us some fantastic opportunities within some projects that are going to be fantastic to work on this year. On the media server side, we are, and again, I don't want to steal too many people's thunder, but we are launching a full range of the new hardware for Hypotizer, and this is going to be the MX series, which you can see stacked up in the picture. So there's going to be a lot of products there, so lots of different sizes of units with different numbers of outputs, and we'll also be showing the new version of the software, 4.9. So that's going to be really exciting. So there's going to be lots of demos, lots of different applications that we're showing. So hopefully you'll be able to get a real feel of what those products can offer. Have I lost you, Mark? Are you still there? Can you still hear me, Mark, or have you lost me?
Yeah, we can hear you. Yeah, sorry, we've just been having a few. Welcome back. So, we're having a few network problems here in Maidenhead, so that's the issue. But I'm guessing you've talked about the signal processing. Have you talked about Green Hippo as well?
Yes, I did mention those. I hope everybody heard that we were announcing we're launching the MX series, and that there will obviously be lots of units on display and lots of demo stations, not just showing the new hardware, but also showing the new 4.9 version of the software.
Brilliant. And during that, there's been loads of comments coming in. People are super excited about the new announcement. So keep those comments coming. One of the things I just want to sort of say is we've got so many new products that we show. We can't fit them all on the booth. So if anybody wants to know about these products, they can just reach out to you and your team, John, and you can give them some additional info. Yeah.
Absolutely, yes. The products that we've been loved for such a long time with the Choreo Master range, the Choreo Master Mini, the Choreo Master 2, the Choreo Master Micro, all of those products are still fully available from us. So we're not by any means getting rid of those. Those guys are going to still be there, but obviously this show is about showing some of the new stuff. Same with our range of matrix switches, some of the Choreo View, our multi-viewing products, and our legacy products, the 2855s, the 750s, all of those kind of products. Absolutely still with us. They're not disappeared, but unfortunately we don't have room on the booth to actually show everything. So yes, yeah, loads of products still available from us. Distribution products, extension products, all of our signal management products are still available. So yeah, they will be on the wall. You will see the pictures of them. But yeah, unfortunately, we haven't got room to show them all.
Sweet. And then I'll just help people a bit of geography, just try and catch up a little bit of time here, John. So we're in the same position as last year, and we're on the intersection in Hall 5. So
Yep.
it's a beautiful stand, and you'll see us from a long way away. And these are some of the demos, yeah? Do you want to just give us a quick high-level view, and then I'll bring Darren in to talk about them?
Absolutely. Yeah. Very quickly on here, as in you can see that we've got kind of three areas: yellow, green, and blue. The blue areas are kind of where we're going to have the Calico range. So we're going to have the big hero wall on the front, where there's going to be a really cool demonstration of what we can do with LED in the Calico. Behind that, we're going to have a couple of demo stations with the 2RU and the 1RU, showing some different kinds of applications and how we can use that product. Then we've also got some really cool areas for Green Hippo. We've got an interactive demo showing lots of the new hardware. We've got some demo stations behind that on the wall as well. And then on the green area, so the bottom area, you can see we've got an integration. So an integration between a Grand MA lighting desk and a Green Hippo media server, showing a kind of a mini stage for people to actually get a feel of how we can actually integrate with some third-party equipment as well. But most importantly, the yellow areas, and if you do notice, there is a reception, and on that reception, there will be a coffee machine. So you can all come and grab a coffee and have a coffee with us.
Do you know what? Your predecessor didn't manage a coffee machine in 10 years, well, on the booth. So
big win, big win.
Yeah. And then we've got a bunch of partners as well. And we'll be talking about those as we go through. So you know about Ayrton and MA, they're brands within ACT Entertainment, which is our parent company. And we're also working with Legrand, helping us with cameras, lumens, Philips helping us displays, and Philips professional display solutions, and Vanguard. And we've got Christopher Backhouse from Vanguard. He'll be joining us in a short while. Display. So it should be really cool, shouldn't it, having all those brands?
Absolutely, and fantastic for all these guys to be part, and we really look forward to working with you on the stand. So it should be a fantastic event. Come and see us. Come and have a chat.
There's loads of people looking for a free coffee, John. I've just seen all the messages coming in. Let's move on. Thanks, John. Really appreciate that. I'm
Pleasure.
going to hand over to Darren now. So congratulations again on your new appointment.
Thank you, Mark.
Yeah, and you know, if you've known TV1 for a while, you know this is Darren. Kind of you gave. I was going to say you gave birth to it. That's probably a little bit graphic, but this was your idea from the start, and you worked with our amazing R&D team to bring this to market. And
yeah,
and the eagle-eyed amongst us I can spot some changes there, Darren.
So the as you know, as Mark said before, and as John said, the Calico Pro product, which is based on our brand new Calico processing technology. We launched that last year. We started to ship it back end of September, and it's really doing well in the market. The key features of Calico Pro, why we designed this product, is to help with the setup and control of LED control systems and also the LED wall. And it just helps you to map those areas more efficiently, use up every pixel, and so on. So Calico has some features, specifically Output Mapper, that can do that. We're going to show some new features as well, but the 2U product, just to tell people who don't know anything about Calico and what this is and what this piece of hardware is. It's a hardware video processor. Calico is the code that we use in our FPGA to process the video, and it's unique and written by TV1. The 2U is different to processors we've launched in the past in its hardware. So it has onboard inputs and outputs. So it has 8 4Ks in and 4 4Ks out as standard, along with some other stuff like optional dual redundant power and air filtration. It can be rack mounted or table mounted. Also, it has optional module slots, so you can expand the system. And you can see there on the screen, there's a bunch of different options that we can use. Mark pointed out here that things look a little bit different, and that's true. We've kind of refreshed the design a little bit of Calico. So the back panel is a little bit different. The modules are also looking a little bit different, but operationally, it's the same as it was before. But you'll see the new design on the booth at the show.
And if that wasn't enough, we've got another Calico as well. And if you're eagle-eyed amongst you, will have spotted this on our website. I'm super excited about this because this is like a smaller form factor we can put into more places. And it you know, there's so many devices that kind of got 4 in, 1 out, 4 in, 2 out, 6 in, 2 out, gives us loads of flexibility.
Yeah, so this is a great product. Super excited about this. You'll see it operating on the booth at ISE. It's not just going to be sat there smiling. It's going to be running. It's a completely fixed configuration Calico, and this has come from market feedback. You know, from the last year of us talking and demonstrating the product to people. And what we feed back is, yeah, sometimes there's a single LED wall or a big 8K LED wall that needs to be driven, but we don't need any other outputs. We need a number of inputs, but not as many as perhaps the 2U has. So this is a 6 in, 2 out, and it's all 4K 60 ins and outs. This will have all of the features that the 2U product has, other than the I/O expandability. So this is really a less expensive Calico, but actually will fit a wide range of installations very cost effectively. Has the output mapping features that the 2U has, and all of the same video power. So hundreds of video layers that Calico can manage.
Yeah, and I think that I've spoken to a few people about this product, and the key message, only got 2 outputs, but that's millions of pixels, so you could map quite a big LED wall just in this one RU unit. Yeah,
absolutely. We have 16 million pixels on the output, so you know that's quite a big wall. It's an 8K by 2K wide LED wall, if you want to put it that way. But of course, we can drive any kind of display, and as long as it's got an HDMI or a video connector, DVI on, and we can do projector edge blending with this as well. So if you've got a couple of 4K projectors in a control room, you want to blend them, this will also do that.
And talking about walls, let's have a look at the walls we're going to use. Then the first one is simply stunning. And when you're at ISE, I don't think you'll see a wall as good looking as this. And this is a direct partnership between some great work that Darren and others have been doing, and also our friends at Vanguard LED. And look at this. This is simply magnificent.
I mean, the essence of this wall, I mean, the reason we created this and designed this wall is, I mean, this is really a 6x6 panel LED wall.
Hi guys, really sorry about that. We lost complete network in the studio, so I've come back to my desk. So you get a bonus of seeing my desk as well. Darren is just rejoining us, so he sits right opposite me. He's logging in, and in the meantime, I'll go on until. So apologies for that break. So exciting! It's going to be a standout at ISE. It's going to be absolutely fabulous. But we're doing a number of other walls as well. So this is another Vanguard LED wall. And we're trying to show something very different with it. So we have a central wall and two screens on the side. So this could be, for example, something in a corporate boardroom, higher ed, a number of different ways we could be showing this. So this is a TRU wall, and we're taking in input material, and we've got to demonstrate this using Calico Pro on the show floor, and we'll be making input crops of the input, and then we'll be mapping that onto the walls. Now, the right-hand screen you can see there, this is Canvas Watch, and this is where you'll be able to see a couple of things, either a mimic of the actual wall behind us, or you can also, we better flip that so you get to see what we're sending out the back of Calico 2RU to the sender box, and then that's being cut apart as well. So that's going to be a fun little demo. And then to the left of that, and by the way, these aren't the final graphics. These are the test renders. But on the left-hand side, we're going to be doing the same. This is going to be the 1RU Calico Pro, and this is going to do a couple of things. So we've got a control panel on the surface top there, and what we can do is we can run this in two ways, either as a Calico Studio demo, or we can alternatively use it as a 32:9 demo. So we're going to have a kind of a pseudo Microsoft front row set up across the front. So a couple of demos in one there. So both of them running, both of them real product as well. There'll be a camera in this setup. So on the front wall, there's two live cameras, and on the rear here, we've got a camera above the monitors to mimic it being a corporate collaboration zone. The other thing we have, that's the front row version of it, and then just to the side, off to the left there, we've got a stack of kit. So this is we've got our MX, our Calico Pro sat there. So I have that service behind, so you can touch and feel these products. So, Nick, this would be a really great time to bring you in to talk about all things media service. How are you there, Nick?
I am. Hello, Mark. Thanks for having me.
Yeah. Welcome. Yeah. No, that's cool. Yeah, sorry we had a bit of a blackout here in Maidenhead, but hopefully you kept yourself busy while that was happening.
Yeah, indeed.
I'll put your official title up to start with. You are product manager, media service. Yeah. So
yes.
And you're the cool dude in the room. Yeah.
If you say so, Mark. I think you're way cooler. But
I wish. So let's look at what's going on. So last year, at the end of last year, we not only had the 1RU Calico Pro, we also had, correct me if I'm wrong, 6 new products in the media server range.
Yeah, I think we got up to 5. But you know, it's early in the morning over here, so I'll forgive you. But yeah. So
why were these kind of why were they envisaged? What problems do they solve? You know, what makes them stand out from other media servers?
Yeah, so they're bringing features that have been long requested by users, you know, finally into the product, all the way from really simple things like rear illumination, so that backstage you're working in dark environments, you can see what you're plugging in, see what cable may have come loose and you need to replug, up to more useful features like swappable output modules for those touring shows where you don't know what connectors are going to be at each stop, and maybe you need to swap out mid-tour from HDMI to DisplayPort, and you don't want to have to carry multiple units to do that. Things like OLED displays on the front for quicker status heads up, and provisioning for new and emerging workflows with SMPTE 2110 and IPMX. So a lot of exciting stuff coming.
Yeah, and that is I love the design as well, because that's all new design, isn't it, on the front panel?
Yeah, it is. So long gone are the days of the kissing ducks that everyone remembers.
I thought that was just me.
Yeah, no. I gotta say, it did take me a couple of years to finally see what people were talking about. But yeah, so we've taken the opportunity to kind of give the systems a facelift and make entirely new chassis from the ground up. So still the same robustness and properly built systems that everyone's come to know and expect out of Hippo, but just something that looks a little new and more modern.
Yeah, and let's just have a brief run around the hardware, some of the highlights. We've labeled them here so people can follow along. By the way, there's a product brochure, and we'll talk about that a little bit later, that has all these diagrams in, and they'll be online soon as well. But there's a lot of really cool features. I love the rear light, and I love the removable storage as well. But there's so much on here.
Yeah, there really is. I mean, we're super proud of it. We spent a lot of time putting in these features, and we hope that the market enjoys it as well. Things like USB-C. I know that nowadays it's hard to find a drive that is not USB-C. So just adding that to the systems in and of itself, it's just one of those little wins that we were excited to be able to add into the product. And yeah,
and it's cool. And I've seen the for LDI. The team here built the prototypes that went to LDI, and I got to look inside this. It's real cool setup. All of it. I love one at home. Actually, it'd be fantastic.
Yeah,
I don't know if Mrs. T would let me have it, but
so you can project a map on your on the front of your house.
Oh, that'd be amazing. But of course, it's not just about hardware. What makes Green Hippo so special is the software, and V4.9. We've been doing some PR around it recently, so people may have seen this. I've put the kind of the audio matrix screen a little bit bigger, because I keep on getting aspects. People ask me about that when they see it in the brochure. But just give us a brief run through, why 4.9 and what 4.9 does differently for us.
Yeah. So, talking about the audio matrix that you've kindly brought up here, one of the biggest requests that we've had, especially over the last couple of years, is better support for Dante audio. And it's been a struggle for us to get there, but we're finally excited to say that we support ASIO audio devices. So that will extend to Dante and beyond. So a lot of the more modern audio devices, multi-channel audio devices, will be able to support and have a lot better control of. You can see from the screenshot here, we've actually got a proper audio routing matrix. So if for whatever reason you need to do a very simple swap, maybe your content team put audio on a different channel, and it's actually supposed to go out of channel 7 instead of 0 or 1. You can make that adjustment right then and there without having to trouble the audio team, which is great. Other big features of 4.9, we showcased it last year as well, but 10-bit color, start to finish, so that extends to notch LC playback, as well as just a complete 10-bit render pipeline, where we can bring in things like uncompressed DPX sequences to get 8, 10-bit, 12-bit, and even higher in some cases. Another big add-on or big feature for Hypnotizer 4.9 is the DMX improvements. So we've always done a really good job of DMX integration. However, we're really excited to announce that we've implemented MANet 3 directly in the software. So you don't have to go using other protocols. You can just more or less plug and play with your Grand MA3 console, and setup is seamless with it. You just invite it to the session. and it's very easy to use. That alongside of GDTF fixture exports and MVR exports. This truly will be one of the most plug-and-play media servers on the market when it comes to integrating with a lighting console. So you should be up and running in just a few clicks.
Sweet. And on the booth, we've got a couple of dedicated stations so people can get their hands on the 4.9 software. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So these will just be generic kind of play demonstration systems that you'll be able to come try the 4.9 software, see where it's at, and get a feel for some of these new features.
And you were talking about MA3, and this is a Grand MA Compact XT, I think. Did I get it right?
Yeah, Well, I think that's what they're sending us, but we'll see what ends up showing up.
Yeah, this is a cool little demo. So we've got like a little mini stage behind, and I guess you're showing the MA3 integration, and I'm assuming it links to the big screens behind as well.
Yeah, exactly. So we'll have a small stage set up here. We'll have a few things programmed, but ultimately, this is a spot where anyone can come and get hands-on with this interaction, actually control a media server from the Grand MA console here, and see the results of your programming, your changes happen right in front of your eyes. So it's just a nice little way to showcase this, and a few other little features in this area as well that we'll kind of talk about when we're on site.
I'm really looking to get my hands on this because
it should be a lot of fun.
Since Green Hippo, I've been in the same office as us. It's about a year now. They keep on. I hear about Grand MA, and I've been out and about, and I've seen them using them, but I've never touched one. So I'm looking forward to it. Then the eagle eye amongst us will notice there's some lighting fixtures down the side of the screens and behind. I believe these are Asteras, aren't they?
Yeah. So we've got some Astera fixtures that are both hanging in the ceiling here, and then you can also see them on the side of the wall there with the stage set up. And so we'll be pixel mapping all of these fixtures, showing off, with the stage, showing off kind of integration, pixel mapping in a live event sort of scenario. But hanging under this chandelier here will be controlled by another system to just show kind of a creative idea that you could use your Hippotizer for a corporate lobby or something like that, to kind of add some extra pizzazz to it, if you will, rather than just keep them static colors or doing a single chase. You could do pretty much anything that you want with them.
Sweet. That should be cool as well. And then the last demo, and I'm hanging out the RFID tagged models for this, and that's the idea, isn't it? We'll be holding up a model, and it will fire off the MX to create some custom content.
Yeah, I have to say this one I'm the most excited to see. I've done one project similar to this, and it is always one of my favorite things to do. I think it's awesome to just bring user interaction, but moral of the story is we have like you say, a 3D printed form factor of each of our systems. So if you want to know any more information, you're able to pick up that model that you want to know more information about, set it on the reader, and you'll get real-time information about those systems right on the screen in front of you. If at any point in time you or your customers want to know more about the 2U or the 1U instead, just swap out the model and you'll get the correct information and clip playing on the screen in front of you.
It's going to be loads of fun. I can't wait.
Yeah, it should be cool.
Look forward to seeing you. You there on Saturday?
I fly out on Saturday.
Okay, I'll see you when you get there. Yeah, we're early doors on Saturday, so looking forward to it.
Wheels down. Yes, I land there.
I'm looking for some warmer weather because it's miserable here in the UK.
Same.
Thanks, mate. Appreciate you being with us. Have a great couple of days. See you in sunny Barcelona. Let's change gear. I want to bring in David, who's our CTO. One of the things I've had loads of questions about is about video over IP, and I'm probably like the rest of you. I go to these trade shows and I hear all these these acronyms and different solution names, and I asked David a couple of weeks ago if he would sort of set the scene really, and then sort of just educate us a little bit what you need to look out for in a solution, and then maybe even hint where we're going to be going in future. So yeah, David, I think there's 11 standards altogether. I just chose kind of the 5 I certainly hear most about.
Well, hello, Mark. As we have limited amount of time, I'm not going to go into too much detail, just because this is a very wide and quite a diverse field. Video IP is an extremely important part of integrating peripheral devices, as well as being part of the really the heart of the video distribution, WAN and LAN, so across the network and beyond. And as you hinted, there's actually no standard currently available. There's many ways of solving the problem. And as integrators, what we in discussions with integrators, has over many years been a problem, because one of the key things that you come across is really the compatibility of multiple different products. What if you want a product from X and another product from Y, and how do you get them to talk to one another over the same protocol? And because of that, we do have a whole family of different products. And like Darren and Nick hinted, we've been working very hard in the background to deliver a whole range of new products, and we're continuously investing in innovating solutions that really provide a unique toolkit to integrators and operators, creative operators, to deliver really fantastic experiences. But at the core, when you're receiving or sending video IP really is a key integral part of that. Here we have just a few, and what I want to just touch on briefly is what are some of the key criteria that are being used to select video IP. You guys may know more about this than I do, because you're having to suffer and go through the pain of that compatibility that we mentioned before. But there are many factors, as you guys already know. So some video IP are open standards and are based on open standards. In some applications, that's a good thing. In some applications, that's a bad thing, because some video IP can be decoded on software, which is okay for applications where you don't really mind your video being accessed from a laptop that may happen to be on the network, for example. There's other key criteria, such as HTTP protection, content protection, lossless compression, compress and compressing. Is the installation a green field, or a brand new installation, or is it a legacy installation? Is there a legacy infrastructure in place? And because of all these factors, this is what we believe has led to being such a wide range of different video IP. And rather than going too much into the technical detail, one of the things I wanted to announce today is really the key strategic direction that we have decided to do, given all the factors and given all the different standards that are out there. So what's highlighted in orange is really will be the key focus, or is the existing focus. So as Nick already mentioned, Hippo has Dante, NDI support, and we'll soon have ST2110 and IPMX. On the TV1 platforms, so Calico CoreMaster, we already have H.265, H.264. So our focus there is to really increase the number of video IP streams that we can decode at one point in time, and there are some really exciting developments there, which I'm not. It's too early for me to tell you the detail, but from what I can see, it's already very exciting. But ST2110 and IPMX are clearly also being. So we're looking to deploy ST2110 and IPMX products across the Magenta, TV1, and Green Hippo brands. And in the next, throughout 2025, you will see a number of different releases across the three brands that we represent, that will focus primarily on ST2110 and IPMX, and some optimizations, as I mentioned already, on H.264, H.265, and NDI on Calico. And so, is there anything else, Mark?
No. That's more than I thought you were going to say. So this is brilliant. So if people have got questions, can I talk to you? I get some of the product guys on booth, and if they got feedback,
Absolutely.
what's the best way to get it to you?
Absolutely. So we are very, as Mark you intimated, so we're there all week at the trade show, and we are really happy to have a chat. We welcome feedback of any type, positive and negative. And I think it is key for us to, our primary role in being the product guys is to listen and to hear what are the challenges that you guys are facing, and how that comes through. So we look forward to meeting you at ISE next week. Thank you.
Brilliant stuff. Looking forward to it. Thanks so much, David. And now I'm going to bring in a guest, which is super exciting because we only finally arranged this last week. And he's a really good friend of TV1 called Christopher Backhouse, and Christopher's the MD of Vanguard Europa.
Hey, Mark.
Hey, nice to see you. How are you doing?
Good to see you.
Yeah, we've got quite a bit of echo coming from somewhere. I don't know if you've got the speakers on.
I do. Hold on.
No worries. So,
Can you hear me? Hello?
hello. Yeah, brilliant.
Yes.
We can still hear an echo of some sorts. We'll press on. Would you like us to come back to you in a couple of minutes? I can go to one of my colleagues and come back if you wanted a couple of minutes to sort it out.
I hear everything just perfect.
Okay, brilliant. I think the echo's gone now. That's fantastic. Thank you for doing that. So first of all, huge thank you to you and your whole team for believing in what we're doing with Calico Pro and what we're going to be showing at ISE. We're all really looking forward to welcome your colleagues on the booth, and we're going to make some visual magic together. I got a few questions. First of all, is kind of we can see some of your values here. The question really for you is what makes Vanguard unique in this world of LED, where there's a plethora of manufacturers now.
Exactly. So as you said, there's a whole bunch of manufacturers out there, and the very traditional way that LED is sold is normally that a manufacturer develops a product. They go out to their sales organizations or to their channel partners and say, "Here, this is the product. Give me your forecast," and so we know how much we can produce, and then go out and sell it. So if you jump to the next slide, actually it's the third one. This is the traditional way of selling, the factory owned. And then if you go another slide forward, this is our approach, how we do it. So we have partnered with a variety of factories, not only in traditional China, but also in other countries in Asia, where we determine the product, we determine the specs, we determine everything that we want, the compliance levels that we need, the customization levels that we need, from odd-shaped displays to especially fire-retardant displays. And basically, in our line of work, let's put it in very short words, the factory answers to us, and not we are answering to the factory. That's what makes us.
So you can still guarantee quality, and I guess it gives you gives you much more scale as well. Yeah.
Exactly. So it's much more scale, and when we determine the need, or as many people say, the pain of the customer, they are looking for a very specific solutions. We have options to look at and to kind of like tender the project to a couple of partners that we have and say, look, this is what we need. how can we solve this? We give our input, of course, as well, and especially also our high quality demands. So we're not this type of provider or solutions provider that is looking at the masses. We're really looking at the quality. But what also lets us stand out a little bit, and where our let's say headquarters in the US put a very special eye on, is the service that we provide. There's no installation of Vanguard that goes without our hawk eyes looking over it, making sure it works 100% and not 90% or 95%. And if there is a problem, we'll fix it first, and we'll talk afterwards how we resolve this, maybe on a commercial level. First and foremost is always the customer satisfaction, guaranteed working display. And we do notice after 1 year of operation here in Europe, we are based in Barcelona. So everybody, we were talking about the nice warm weather. Kind of have to disappoint you a little bit. It's going to the single digits next week in Celsius. So even during the day. But again, we're 1 year on the ground here in Barcelona. Our headquarters are in the US and in Florida, where we are very successful in certain markets, such as TAA compliance. Over here, that doesn't apply very much, but we have strengthened ourselves in the customization level. We have a wide range of products. I'm sure you're sharing this presentation afterwards. The second slide was kind of showing that. We don't need to show that now. You can visit us not very far from you, down the hall, down the aisle, 5B880, about let's say a 60-second walk at most, and we can discuss our solutions. What we are very much excited about, and me personally as well, is I've sat with Darren, and maybe Nick, if you're still listening, it was in Orlando last year at Infocom that we also sat together, and we were always watching and we were always listening to what you were showing. That's one thing. Understanding is another thing. And so in our world, we think about customizing, we think about a complete solution. And then we think about, okay, this is an odd display. Now, how are we going to control that? And control meaning in terms of what kind of processor are we going to use? And the, let's say, traditional manufacturers, there's like a couple of names, Novastar, Colorite, Brompton. They have gone a certain way, where today I can say they have kind of developed a Calico kind of solution. So with their big splicers, it's called H series with Novastar, or I think the X series in Colorite. So these machines with multiple input cards that you can choose from. I think these processes do have a need for existence, but it took me really a while. So we had test licenses from you guys, and we were playing with it. And then I literally have to admit that it was until this particular wall that you wanted to build that we couldn't wrap our head around and say, how on earth are you going to do that? How do you want us to configure this display? Because we were already looking at this very big controller that we need. Whereas we simply put that into a canvas, into a 4K canvas, and then you guys, knowing the pixel layout of each cabinet, do the mapping of the cabinets. So that is, in our understanding, a huge difference. We think it is a game changer in this industry. When I look at, special shaped displays, like you have the ribbon displays in stadiums, for example, how complicated that is for some companies to make that content. So we're very, very excited about this partnership. We're very honored as well to provide you with our product. We will try to have at all times someone from the Vanguard team at your booth, not only for the coffee, but also to speak to your clients together with your sales team and to answer questions. And hopefully we can also invite our mutual clients to visit our stand, like I said, just 60 seconds down the aisle.
That's awesome. I remember the story you just told. I remember Darren talking to me about when you were talking about this wall, and he said he went into Calico Studio, laid this wall out, and he did it in like less than a minute. And he said he saw just like you said, he saw Christopher got it in that second, like the amazing things we can do. And I don't know if you'd have a wall like this, but this is extreme. So if you can do this, just think what you could do with LED. One of my sayings is like square and rectangular is boring. You know, want to do something more expansive. So I think this is true, true pixel magic, shall we say? But no, I really look forward to seeing you. And I think we're starting putting this all up on Sunday, and we started doing loads of tests here. This is just one of the clips we got, Christopher. We've also got clips where we're going to live key with Calico Pro, and there's a camera on top and a camera behind, so people will be able to stand in front and wave their hands. So it'll be really interactive as well. So I hope you're as pleased with it as we think you're going to be. And I look forward to catching up.
We can't wait to see it. We can't wait to see it. So we're really looking forward to this.
Yeah, and thanks for the warning. I need a coat. I wasn't going to pack one, so that was really good. Thank you. Awesome.
It will be a little bit chilly, a little bit, but it's dry, so don't. It will not rain.
That's something. So. Brilliant. Awesome. Brilliant. Huge thanks. Thanks, Christopher. We're gonna move on. We're getting towards the end now. I'm going to join in Alex, who's recently appointed a director of marketing. He's been with us about 4 or 5 years, and if you've seen the animations and the amazing video material and the brochures and the white papers, that's all you, Alex, and your team, Jack, and the rest of the team.
Yeah.
But I thought, first of all, like, just to reflect what we just had that chat with Christopher about the wall that we were talking about. You're the person, you've been burning the midnight oil creating graphics for this.
I have. Yeah.
Can you tell me about your light bulb moment as a creator?
Yeah. So, like you said, I have been doing all of the content across the booth and developing everything for all of the demos. And the wonderful thing that I have uncovered with Calico is just the ease that it gives me. It has taken a gigantic pain point off of my plate. The fact that I'm able to just create 16:9 content and allow Calico to do the heavy lifting for me and not have to, push and pull all of these different layers of detail from pre-comps to pre-comps and layers to layers. All of that work, all of that time, all of that rendering has come off my plate and has just been lifted by Calico. And it really is, like Christopher said, a game changer. It has made this wall incredibly easy to set up. Like he said before, when I first saw this wall, I was trying to wrap my head around how I was going to develop the content for it. And in the discovery phase and the ideation of how we were going to put it together, it came to light that it was going to be incredibly easy for me to deliver what we see here. So yeah, very exciting stuff.
And awesome. And the beautiful thing is here in future, now we've got input mapping, we can make this even quicker. And we could, imagine if this was a wall in your lobby and each week you were going to get new content, you just kind of pull the handle, just apply the map, images, off you go. So it's only going to get even easier for you. So that's good news. I just wanted you to talk about just some of the assets. I always highlight the assets that we've been creating, because it'd be really good for people to kind of have a look at some of these before we go, and just understand what we're doing and where we go from. And as a small team, we create a ton of assets. And just like David said, we're a small team, and if you have ideas of things you want, they can just ask us, can't they, Alex? And we'll create new assets.
Absolutely. We have, like you said, created a number of new assets for all the fantastic new products that you'll be seeing front to back, top to bottom, across the entire booth here at ISE. We have a couple brand new one sheets, spec sheets, a brand new brochure out for the MX series that I'm super excited about. It's beautiful, and it's a little bit different than what we have put forth in the past, and it's very exciting. We also have a number of video assets that you create on your end there in Maidenhead, where we do up close and personal, out of the box demos with all of our gear, as well as all of the higher level kind of promotional videos that you see on YouTube and LinkedIn that you'll see flying around as well. So, but like you said, Mark, if anybody does need any additional materials, we are very flexible and can move rather quick here within this small team that we have. And yeah, we're happy to provide whatever we need to.
And I did have a question that's come through. Just seen it come up on the chat about where the animated video is, because I think people have been looking it for on our YouTube page. Have a look at it. I think it's on, it was a LinkedIn post for NDI where MX launched. That's where it is. So look at the TV1 LinkedIn page. You can find it there. The one of our colleagues is currently putting all the MX products onto the Green Hippo webpage, so that you'll be able to access all that soon, and it'll all be there. I think the MX brochure is. I've got one here. You're impressed with that, aren't you?
Nice.
I've got one at home as well. But it looks gorgeous, and it's really visual.
Yeah. Very proud of it.
Our colleague Jack did an awesome job with that. So I know you're the party animal. The first day we've got happy hour for 2 hours, and it's more than what we've done before at TV1, where it was a couple of peanuts and a bottle of beer.
Yep, we're going to be having, like it's been mentioned already, we're going to have coffee every day throughout the booth. But coffee, we'll have beer, wine, food, and as always, fantastic conversation. So we invite you to come down, like Mark says, from 4 to 6 at booth 5D300. And yeah, looking forward to meeting everybody and hanging out and enjoying our happy hour time. And also, the first 50 attendees, if you're one of the first 50, you get an exclusive TV1 swag bag that has some awesome goodies in it for you as well. So be sure to be one of the first ones there.
Awesome, looking forward to it. It should be really good. And I don't know if you know, I got to help choose the menu with our colleague Kelly. So it's one of my specialisms: coffee and food. We're all right.
Nice.
Well, awesome. Thanks, Alex. And then just before we finish, we're really keen to hear from you whether you want to talk at ISE or after ISE. So just do a screen grab of this picture or take a picture with your cell phone. And all you have to do is on the two left, we'll just write an email for you, and it'll send it to the right address. So if you want to meet us at ISE, we're getting really booked up already. But if you want to, there are still our slots to come and hang out with us. So just send us a note. We just want to know a couple of details so we can hook you up with the right people. Alternatively, if you want to spend some more quality time after ISE, you can click the second, scan the second QR code, and that will send an email to our marketing team as well. And we will be the conduit and set you up with all the right people for that. We can set up a Teams call, real face-to-face demos, whatever works. We've got a really cool remote demo set up as well for Calico, and we've got Hippo in the room as well. So we can do that. And then the Calico Pro, if you want to see the new 1RU content, that's on the website already. My colleague Rachel is busily working up the Hippotizer MX section of the Green Hippo website, and that will be, I believe it's live around the beginning of ISE. And then just because they're so supportive, Vanguard, this is Christopher mentioned about Vanguard being new in Europe for a couple of years. They've got their own LinkedIn page, Vanguard Europa, and they've also got their own website, European website, which is, I've had a look at today. It's loads of great information on there. Now, I know we're all going to be busy next week at ISE, so we look forward to seeing you there. But if you aren't going, or if you want to revisit the dream that is ISE, we're going to run another webinar on the 19th. So we'll give you a couple of weeks to decompress from spending a week doing too much food and too much tech in Amsterdam. On the 19th, we're going to do the same again. Look at that. We're 4 minutes over. I'm sorry we had network problems in the center of that call. I hope you stayed with us for the full call. As ever, if you've got feedback, just write to us, marketing@tv1.com. We'd love to hear your ideas. If you come into ISE, have safe travels, but make sure you come and find us. Look forward to seeing all of you there. Thanks for your time this afternoon. and have a great rest of the week. Bye now.